rebounds, 1 defensive rebound. So until we embrace that side of it, yeah, it's great. Somebody gets 30, against a good defensive team. But when you don't win because you don't do little things, it's hard to celebrate that.
I thought your other post players did a pretty good job rebounding. Jess Shepard, Dorka against some big players.
Dorka did great.
What do you make of her performance starting and playing a lot of minutes?
Yeah, she did great. Obviously, that was big for us. That was big for us. It's one of the things we're trying to do this year is to get players like her some really valuable time and experience. So I thought she handled it great. It's a hard team to play against, in terms of where their strength is. And Alyssa Thomas and Bree Jones are about as good as post duos you can have. And I thought Dorka was a bright spot for us.
Took a lot of work to carve out that 10-point deficit you started that fourth quarter with. What do you want to see differently in those last couple of minutes?
Obviously execution. It's a good defensive team. We botched just details. We botched just being able to get the ball. They're on ball pressure, unlike ours at the other end. They actually ball pressure and take you out of stuff. We didn't foul very much because we weren't anywhere close to them to foul. We gave them 5 and 1s, out of position, shooting fouls, and they pressured us, and we just didn't get the execution that we wanted. But your defense has got to help you, and it's just another game where it's not happening.
A lot of zone tonight.
No, just early first half. We didn't play it after that. May have looked like it intentionally, but no, we did not. First half.
Guess my last question would be: Collier starts, from what I could see on the score, she has the 3. Is that something you see going forward? Her playing more of a small forward role, or do you want her down low in the post more?
Yeah, both. Yeah, I'd like to be able to play a few more players. Fee will play both. That'll be our best spot. Is that with Dorka's quality play, hopefully adding Nina into that. Being able to feed play both, that would be ideal for us.
You're talking about the details that you guys didn't do towards the end. 4 foul shots, another detail that just another detail that you guys didn't get done.
I'm sorry, the what?
4 foul shots that you missed in the last 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And then Cheryl, the beginning of the game, started off with turnovers and just seemed to plague the team all night. Your comment on turnovers tonight?
Yeah, it's for us, for a team like this, I thought we were out of sorts early, partly because of Fee moving to the 3, Dorka being uncertain. We didn't have a real good flow to what we were doing. I don't think Tiff had success, in terms of organizing and kind of scripting what we wanted to do. We settled in. 18 points off 16 turnovers is actually, I'm probably right at their average, but, for us, that's kind of the space that we live in. We turn the ball over.
Coach, they take the 12-0 run to start the third quarter. I think you go down 15 in that quarter, and yet you're able to get back to 79 apiece in the fourth. I just wonder, obviously, it's a loss. It is what it is. But it seemed like maybe there was a moment there where the game might get out of control. Do you take anything from that? Does your team take anything from finding a way to get back into that game and have a chance to
have to ask them. For me, it's why do you get down 15 and you don't play defense in the third at all? They scored 10 points in 3 minutes, and we didn't score. So if you want to ask them if they take anything from that, I don't.
Just one last thing. One of the things that you did talk about before the game was limiting them at the free throw line. I thought that was an interesting element to this game, just that you were able to get to the line, you attacked the paint, you found that element of getting against their defense, and you were able to limit them in that regard. Was that a positive that you found in this?
We weren't close enough to foul them. Their aggression. I did like how we handled, being the physicality and went at them. We went at them, and that's something we do. If you look at our free throw rate, it is a positive for our team. But we didn't dictate hardly anything defensively, and then, like I said, the 5 3-point plays of giving up a layup either not getting back in transition or, just those things that you go, how do you expect to win? How do you expect to win when you do those things? It's tough. And then, like you say, you're playing from behind. Luckily we've got fans that are passionate about what we're doing and kind of fueled us a little bit. And we made some plays and got back in it.
Coach, a big night for them from Alyssa Thomas. I believe she
Yeah.
was 1 rebound away from a triple-double. What makes her such a hard player to play against?
Oh, I mean, you watch her. There's nobody that plays the game harder than her, smarter than her. I mean, she's just. I had my experience with her at USAB, so I got to be up close and personal and just know what an asset she is. The assists. As much as we didn't want to come to her, it didn't come off of us making bad reads. There might have been 2 on the game where, we made the mistake of coming in and leaving a player wide open and she found him type of thing. It was more of the high-low, her passing into the post. And obviously Bree Jones, highly efficient. And, she's just a really good player, really, really good player. But 52 points in the paint is not an ingredient for success.
Sure, I see the body language, the tone. I'm starting to sense some frustration up there, and it's kind of like, where do you go from here with this group?
What part of my body language? You can't see my leg under the table.
Okay.
can you?
Waist up.
I'm sorry. What did you say? Am I frustrated?
Yeah, where do you go from here with this group?
Oh, you just got to keep going. I mean, there's no end in sight. Go back on the road. You got to win your home games. You got to win your home games. And it's not okay. It's not okay to come out and just you need stops and just throughout the game. It's just not okay to give up layups when you have a team right there and you give up layups. Because you don't know the play that's coming. Katie sits there and tells them what play is coming. You still get layups on us. Come out of timeouts, layups. Come out of the break, like you said, transition, layups. So it's not okay. Our fans adore us. They expect different from us. That's what I'm frustrated with. It's not okay.
Any further questions?
Going up against one of the best players in the league in Alyssa Thomas, just what is it like banging against her all game long?
She's strong. It's hard. She's really good all around. She's a facilitator, rebounder, a good defender. So you have to be more strategic when you play against her.
A lot of that fourth quarter, especially at the end of the fourth quarter, you're bringing the ball up, you're making the decisions. How can you learn from a game like this? And not that the turnovers are necessarily your fault, but just managing end of game situations and being someone who has the ball in their hand.
I think we just need to kind of settle down, honestly. We were so close. I mean, the game was for the taking for us, and through stupid moves on our part, turnovers or letting them score in the paint, we let it slip through our fingers. So I think we need to learn how to win. We keep getting in these situations where we're so close, and we could be 4-2 right now. I mean, easily. And those games are, like I said, slipping through our fingers. So we have to, as a team, change our mindset. Otherwise, we're going to continue to lose.
Lastly, for me, just as a captain, how do you manage the situation? Have you ever been in this situation, and does an attitude change from how you approached game one versus what the next game will be?
I've never been in this situation. I mean, it's tough. It sucks to be 0-6. And I mean, there's nothing really to say at this point. We keep saying the same thing over and over again. And until we actually execute in the game, we're going to be answering the same questions from you guys. Like, you guys are asking the same questions because we keep doing the same thing on the court. So until we're changing what we're doing, I don't really have anything new to say, because what's disappointing is a lot of it's effort. It's not like they're shooting tough shots. They're getting stuff in the paint, layups, which is really controllable by us.
So when coach was asked about your performance tonight, she pointed out 2 rebounds.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on 2 rebounds tonight?
I mean, part of my job is rebounding. And one of the things that our goals was to keep them off the rebound, off the boards. So I have to do a better job of getting in there, because that's what killed us, is their second chance points.
Can you two talk about the defensive effort, what you're seeing on the court? We obviously are getting your coach's opinion, but is there anything that you two are noticing from yourselves, from your teammates, that's kind of maybe leading to some of this, where teams are getting easier opportunities at the basket or things like that?
I think we're watching the ball a lot. Like, it feels like we're so, like, just watching it, nervous, like what's going to happen, or boxing out and not focusing on actually getting the rebound. And so it like we're crowding in towards the basket instead of fanning out to get it, because most of the ones are going over our heads and they're getting it to pass back out to the free throw line or get back in. So we have to have this like mentality where we're gonna not get an RA, which is a huge thing that Cheryl says, and go seek it instead of just watching it to go through the net.
Jess, it looked like you rolled your ankle in pregame warmups. What exactly happened, and how much of an effort did the trainers do to get you ready to play?
I did roll my ankle, but we just came back to the training room. They did some treatment. We took care of it, and then I was good to play.
Didn't bother you at all tonight? Didn't look like it did.
Nope.
Further player before the game, K-Mac talked about playing desperation, I think was the word she used. It felt like there was some of that tonight, but not enough. And how do you get over that hump to make that for a full 40?
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to effort. I think we need to be more desperate on the defensive end. We need to fly around more. I mean, we put up enough points today to win the basketball game. So it came down to defense and then just mistakes at the end that we didn't need.
And Jess, tonight, Dorka had a heck of a game. Can you just talk about what you saw out of her tonight?
Yeah, I was really happy Dorka got her first start today. And, you know, she came in, she wasn't timid. She did a great job for us. You know, on the boards, she did a great job defensively. You know, she has long arms. So I think she had a couple of blocks in there too that really helped give us some momentum. So I'm happy for Dorka, and she played very well today.